So here you see this is the basically the area of notification. We currently have access to the site through the shopping center entrance drive. No driveways are going to be permitted up to Lambert. Now the site has a parking lot on it. It's a temporary parking lot. It was identified as such when the plans went in and got permitted. It's never been paved because it wasn't intended to be a permanent thing. It was just installed as a convenience at the time. The pad site has now been vacant for almost 13 years. It's been regularly marketed. Sign's been up there for ages. We've had only one somewhat serious request for it, so we thought, what's our next opportunity? We have the apartments here, so let's look at that because that's also allowed use in this area. So, okay, so multifamily is one of the uses allowed in the Alcon Key Store, PAD. Right now, our Oro Vista apartments are 98% full. Anyone? Okay, so the building here, we've got about a 12,900 square foot footprint. 2 and 3 story buildings with the garages on the ground floor of the southerly end and then apartments above. 2 stories along Lambert, 3 stories along the Wash. The middle garage is at 1 story. This other garage on the ground floor has apartments above it, a carriage house, that's a 2-story site. You see we got there 3 stories, 2 stories, there's space in between, so it's not like one large massive building. There's some airspace in between them, so that they're not seeming so large. We've got the building components. We're trying to follow the design of the commercial along Lambert, as well as the colors, and then changing them to flow into the colors for the apartments behind, trying to get this whole thing to blend together into one cohesive development. So this is our first plan presented. Obviously, there's going to be a lot more work involved to get it up to the full set standards. Okay. All right. Some of the community impacts. By changing this over to residential instead of commercial, we kind of switch the peak traffic times in the area a little bit. People leave for work before the stores open, come back after some of the stores close. So there's a break in between where we won't have everybody trying to use the driveway at the same time, so it'll actually help minimize some of the traffic in that area at the times, at the rush hours. Utility use is generally less in apartments than it is in commercial uses, so it'll help not tax the system so much. The sanitary sewer will have a little bit of extra capacity, and the water main will be flowing as full all the time. Much less lighting is needed for the residential uses, so at night it'll be a little bit darker, won't be standing out. We're going to put new residents in the building. The new residents next to shopping centers, across the street from shopping centers, support the businesses there. Put more businesses, you spread the people out and their money out. You put more people there, that's more people to help the businesses grow. We don't anticipate very many children, if any. We're looking at only 2 to 3 additional children based on current standards for estimating how many children might be in the apartment complex. Residences generally generate fewer public safety calls than commercial uses. The building roof lines in this case are 2 stories, only 2 feet higher along the majority of the building and 4 feet higher at the peaks, the decorative peaks, than the actual adjacent commercial buildings. So I don't know if you notice, a lot of commercial buildings, they'll build a building and then they'll put 6, 8, 10 foot of parapet around the building to give it some weight, make it visible. We don't have parapets, so in actuality, our building is going to appear very similar in height to the commercial, plus it helps that we're down a little bit of a hole, so we start in a lower grade anyways. So I talk about here, the site itself is about 8 foot below Lambert Lane at its lowest point, about 4 foot below the commercial buildings, even more so, it'll be further to the back. So while the buildings will be taller in measurement from grade, again, we're starting lower, we'll build higher, but in the end, it's going to look pretty similar. It's not going to be terribly different from what's out there. 3 stories will be a little higher. Again, we're starting lower. And so just from the road, you're going to be looking at the top of the 1st story, so it's still going to look 2 stories from that point. So we're very early in the process, so we just want to get some input from everyone. And hope you like what you see so far.